John Smith here, and most of you know me because I sell real estate and have been doing it for quite a while. But one of my other passions is gardening and flowers and doing my own landscaping. And I thought I would share some tips here today, and in fact all through the week. Some of our friends come to our home and they say, how do you get such beautiful flowers? And I want to give you a couple tips here as to what I personally do. It's not necessarily the only way to do it, but this is what I have found success doing it. One of the first things you want to do is when you plant a pot is you want to put some drainage in the bottom. And I typically just grab some stones from our property and put them in the bottom of the pot so that there's good drainage. And then the next important thing is the type of soil you use. Miracle-Gro Moisture Control is really a good soil. This year I'm going to try the container potting mix. The type of soil has in it are little particles that actually hold the moisture in. And I'm going to be going ahead and planting some materials here now. Again, what I'm going to do here is, this is a fern. This particular fern is an Australia sword fern. And this is a little bit different from the typical Boston fern that you see, in that it grows upright. Get it out of here. There we go. It grows upright, as you can see, straight up, as opposed to the Boston fern. It's sort of floppy because I'm going to put flowers around this. What I do in any kind of compacted base, I always cut it so that the roots will adhere. You do this with azaleas, do it with this type of fern. So you want to cut the roots so that the moisture gets to it right away. There we go. Okay, so that acts as the focal point of the planter. Next thing I do is I put a fertilizer in. It's a 10-10-10 fertilizer. You can buy it at any garden center or hardware store. This is the only fertilizer I use all year long because it lasts 3 to 4 months. It's a slow release fertilizer. And I typically don't measure anything out. I just grab, in this size of plant, probably 3 handfuls will be sufficient. And so that's going to be the centerpiece. Then I'm going to add some things around it. This is a verbena. This is a really nice plant that is going to cascade down over the pot. And then a couple of my favorite plants. This is called a lantana. Again, this is a sun-loving plant, and I really like the combination of the purple and the yellow together. And I'm not an LSU fan. I am a Miami Hurricane fan, so you're going to see some orange coming in here in a little bit. But this is a New Guinea impatient. A lot of people think impatiens need to be in the shade, but this particular New Guinea is a sun impatient, and it'll love the sunshine. So I'm going to put that right back in here to give it some color. And again, you can really stuff these things in here really pretty hard. And I'm going to put a white one back here in this back corner here. To really give it some color there. And then obviously when you're done you want to fill in all the gaps that that the plants are not taking up, and really compact it really good. Usually those spaces are in between the plants, but really compact it in there good. And there's the one pot. Okay, now we're going to move over here to this pot, and instead of using the Australian fern sword as a focal point here, I planted up large-eared begonias, and we have a little bit of vinca vine built in here too, because these vinca vines are going to pour over as well. But I try to find the largest ones. There's about 5 or 6 of these plants in here. They do really well in both shade and sun. And again, we're just going to fill in the bottom here with some verbena again. Again, the purple, I like to go with the same theme here to be consistent. I'm just going to stuff this plant in like so. And here's the lantana. I'm going to get a close-up of the lantana. The hummingbirds really like this particular plant, and it really flourishes. It'll get about 3 or 4 times as big as what this plant is now. Okay, we're going to put that right in here. Here's the impatient again, the New Guinea impatient. Again, we're going to go with the Miami orange right here. We're going to put some more lantana back here, so it's going to really cover this back portion of the pot. So there we have it. And again, it's been great sharing this with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. And Lord willing, we're going to be back selling real estate real soon here, once Governor Wolf makes us essential again. And there's the final product, folks. A couple tips to remember are, remember to put some stone for drainage in the bottom of your planters. Use a really good moisture control soil. Use a 10-10-10 fertilizer when you do your planting, and you won't have to fertilize all season long. You don't have to deal with the Miracle-Gro or any mixture of liquid fertilizer. The 10-10 fertilizer will take you all through the summer. And again, remember to water. I probably water these every day in the really heat of the summer, and every other day if we get a little bit of rain. So thanks for tuning in, and happy planting. Thanks everybody for watching, and I wish you all a healthy week, and stay safe.